set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out when they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
You look at this Browns defense. And this unit, very tough to throw against. Currently second best in the NFL.
And how about that last play? Did you see how quickly they got to the ball? Caused a loss of yardage? Yeah, that play shows exactly why their ranking is justified.
And now they're just hoping to see more of that. Calling a gain of a yard. And that brings up third and a full 10 yards.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. It was a running back who was a receiver on the play. Ikey's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd run to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. How about the first quarter he's putting together out wide? Pretty impressive.
I think that he likes the fact that we're playing this as a day game. You know, some guys, they respond better in the evenings for some reason it builds up. But this guy, day game, and he is off and running. You're exactly right. 100 might be conservative with the start that he's had here in the first quarter.
Yeah, by the numbers, he's on pace for 200-plus right now. Here's 2nd and 10. Wilson. They set up the screen. Achane has it. Now he's loose at the 40 and all the way down to the 25-yard line. A huge play there on the screen pass and even 40 yards.
First down. First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
They'll run on first down with Wright. And he'll be taken down here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Now a 2nd and 2. Now it's Wilson. They'll try and set up the screen. It's Achane hit and the ball is out. And this is picked up by the Browns. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
Calling a gain of 6 on the play. And it's 2nd down.
Okay, break. 18-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. Chop luck.
They'll give it to Jenkins. And forget that 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment, as he'll lose yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Chop 19. Hurt.
From the shotgun, Sanders. A short throw caught by Andrews. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Like it. Go, Reed. Go. Trap 60.
Sanders. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Jerry Judy, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns go up by 2 touchdowns. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You can see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in the landing zone, this will come out to the 20. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Last time out, remember, they fumbled the football. That led to the touchdown. And Charles, they were in the red zone, so that's a backbreaker. They got to try to pick up the pieces here on this drive.
Yeah, and I actually started to do the math here, so be patient with me. 12-point swing is the way I calculate it, because not only did they drop the ball in the red zone, they watched the opponent score a touchdown right after that. So their goal, have a drive here and try and get some of those points back.
Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down.
And a nice job by the two of them to not only connect on the pitch and the catch, but to carry over their practice work to the game field. They saw the adjustment by the defense, made an adjustment themselves, and picked up the first down.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Let's go now.
Here's Wilson to throw. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 45-yard line. A solid gain of 15 yards and the sticks move. Now HN on 1st and 10. Oh, a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. Here's Wilson. He'll dump this off to HN. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Here we go. 79 bro.
Throwing is Wilson. Got a man. It's Darren Waller. They get 13 back, but it leads down to a 3rd down.
A nice chunk play from the tight end position, and it illustrates the cohesiveness that he and his quarterback have. Both saw the extra defender doubling him up, and they still combined for the completion and big gain.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And that is incomplete.
His back has been
dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Cleveland offense ready to go. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
On play action, here's Shador. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Here's Sanders. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he takes a shot on the release, as this will be incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a 1st down.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Play action. It's Sanders. They're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted. And this one will be brought back to the 22. They've got a pretty comfortable lead right now, but maybe a little too careless with the football that time for the rookie.
I think the key word there is comfortable. And there's two schools of thought on it. With that type of a lead, maybe you can take a few more chances because you have a cushion. Others will tell you, don't eat up the cushion with careless play. He'll learn to ride that line as he moves on in his career.
Up the middle, H.M. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
H.M. is not going to advance very far. He'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal? On the RPO, he'll keep, and he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Zach Wilson taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Dolphins get a late score here in the final minute of the 1st half. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this 1st half. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. To throw now, here's Sanders. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
Cup 19. Red, no street. Pop 70. Check smack, rig.
To throw is Sanders. A final shot before break. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. Across the 25. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in the second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be license to take some shots downfield.
128 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
60 Bison. Ready?
Once again, Judkins. And he'll be brought down right on the 50. A gain of 3.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Come on, go!
They go play action now. Sanders. That is incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of the momentum the other side is starting to gain.
Warrior 17. Hurt. Right there, hurt.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Able to find the open there. That's complete. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Here we go. 19 Tiger. 19 Lion.
Throwing, Sanders. Open man, that's Bond. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Cowboy 80. Ready.
On 1st down, here's Jenkins. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Packer 60. Packer 60. Ready. 18 Cardinal.
From the gun, it's Sanders. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Mark Andrews, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Browns take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And what a return. Great field position all the way out to the 48 there.
It's the third quarter. They're down on the scoreboard. And while no one wants to hit the panic button just yet, points are a necessity on this drive. What a great way to get set up.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive linemen said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
To throw is Wilson. They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane. It'll go as a gain of 4. And it'll be 2nd down.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there, because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay game.
And that is incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Wilson. Throw caught by Achane. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
A run straight ahead with Achane. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming. From the shotgun, Wilson. He'll try and do this himself. Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Darren Waller, 30 yards. And the Dolphins have got it back to within a score. So a strong drive here to lead off this 3rd quarter and gets them right back in this football game.
And I think we can safely call that a statement drive, because they had to be saying, we didn't put our best foot forward in the first half, but we certainly mean business now. Maybe a better term, a prove-it drive. They proved it to themselves that they were ready to go.
Boy, it's only a 1-score game. 3rd quarter, mind you, but they're going to go for the onside kick right here. And the Browns are able to cover this one up. I know they're down, but starting the 3rd quarter there with the onside kick, what'd you think?
Well, I think that they're looking at it as, we may not have as many possessions in this game as we want. There may be that sense and that feel that they've got to go ahead and make something happen. Steal a possession, try and steal some points, and get themselves right back in a position to try and win the game.
Hey, check that, street.
Give up the middle, Judkins. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 141 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less, as they come up on 2nd and inches.
Ready.
And he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet, they're going to go for it on 4th.
18 Cardinals, Cowboys 18, Pioneer. Go.
They'll indeed go for it. It's Sanders. He's got him in. That's Bond. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. 1st down on a pickup of 11.
19 Lions. Let's go. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Off the play fake. Here's Sanders. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this 3rd quarter of play. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Browns football, and they've got the lead here as we start quarter number 4. 2nd and 10.
Panther 60, Panther 6, Rigger, Cougar 19. Hurt. Cowboy 80. '70 Ranger. Ready?
Sanders to throw. This will be caught. Judy. And they'll get this down to the 10. They went over 100 yards in the wild card round. He's over 100 here as well. And a 1st down.
And 10 yards to go.
Check smash. Bronco 80. Street. Check go.
Now a toss left side for Judkins. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. That's a loss of 8 there on the 1st down play.
1918. Set. Hurt. Check. Hurt.
To throw is Sanders. Did he get the feed down? Yes. Touchdown. Jerry Judy. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Browns look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead now up to 14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Wilson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And they'll be inside the red zone with a ball at the 16-yard line. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
19 Tiger, Buffalo 18.
Following the fumble recovery, Sanders. Now he's going to step up and run. just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
And here, you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Panther 60. Panther 60. Ready.
Now Sanders. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Hurt. Cowboy 80. Viking 18. Tiger. 19 Tiger. Ready.
Sanders. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Trying to hammer it into Jenkins. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Quinshon Jenkins. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Browns have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Oh, good move. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually works. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
An unfortunate time for the penalty there. That cancels out a positive play from this offense.
Well, not to sound too trite or too accepting, but you and I both know it happens. You got to accept it and move on. Yardage, you got to get back. Focus on the next play and move on.
There's Wilson. That's caught. Waddle on the left side. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down for a nice little gain. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. Now he'll tuck this and run. That's complete to Westbrook-Ikhine. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That'll put him at 95 receiving yards now as he's got a first down.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Achane gets it from the gun.
And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly. And that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Now they'll send Waddle in motion left. Now here's a throw out wide. Oh, this might be a double pass. And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal.
The Dolphins on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. Oh, had his hands on it. Couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Dolphins can't convert on fourth down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Browns drive about to get started. What a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example. And now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
If you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dab. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
Second down and 3.
Hey, smash. 19, charge. Hurt. Say, hurt. Let go.
An inside run with Jenkins.
And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a third down and 2.
Brings up third down and 2.
They'll try and run here with Jenkins.
That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away.
A beautiful fake. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
Probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the fourth quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Now it's Wilson. He'll get it once more into the hands of Hill.
And the Dolphins are going to be looking at first and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal.
That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami.
4 yards on the touchdown grab.
And the Dolphins have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it.
And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
Roll. Hey, check that. Go street.
We got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on first down.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Let's go now.
At the 45-yard line.
Another run on second down, trying to cover up.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Here we go. Press all 80. 18 Cardinal, let's go.
On play action, here's Shadur. That is caught.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Go! Hey, Smash! 60 Bison! 60 Bison! Ready!
They'll run. This is Judkins.
And they'll get him down right around the 16. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game.
At the 16-yard line.
Ready, ready!
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
Ready? Ready!
That one looks like he'll throw here. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
On 3rd down, here's Judkins.
And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the 1st down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Panther 11, Panther 11. Check, 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 check. 65 check, 65 check. 19 tight, 19 tight.
They'll go. Here's Sanders.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs.
This is 1st and 10.
One last shot for Wilson. And this is dropped and incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone, as time has run out on this ball game.
So it's a win here for the Cleveland Browns, and it was their quarterback who led the way, Charles. Pretty impressive play for a rookie.
Yeah, he was just on target all afternoon with 3 touchdown passes. They couldn't find a way to stop him, and ultimately, he guided them to victory.
So for Cleveland, they move back over 500 now at 4-3. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the New England Patriots. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, they dipped to 2-5 now with the loss. And they'll try to turn it around next week as they head to Atlanta for a matchup with the Falcons. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.